Greetings, people of Earth, and welcome to the Third Floor Podcast. NFL Thursday night pregame, very late. We're going to have to run this one down. We got about 10, 15 minutes before game time. And mainly, I don't know the reason why long story. Anyway, we got two shows tonight. After this one, we'll take a break, watch the game. And right after the game, we're going to do our top NFL all-time top 5 tight ends. And we're going to incorporate the Saturday matchups as well. So we'll be doing 3 shows basically today. So yeah, let's get to the pregame. Chargers and Denver tonight. Playoffs on the line. A lot happening, and we'll have to get into it.
You on drugs?
First thing we got to do is because of our opening. Hope you enjoyed that little opening. Production was costly. Boom, there we go. We're ready for our matchup. Now let's get it going. Okay, so we're going to break it down real quick. Up top will be the Chargers, and on the bottom will be the Broncos. Guess I should adjust this so you can see a little bit more of me. There you go. Here we go. Okay, yeah, Thursday night. Big matchup tonight. Playoffs on the line. All kinds of implications. This is huge. If somehow, which I feel is going to happen, if the Texans can take out Kansas City on Saturday, this is a huge game for whoever wins this game. That's mega. If the Chiefs lose on Saturday, but I'm thinking, man, Denver's on a roll. Everybody's good to go, so we'll have to see what happens. Chargers, last 3 games, 17 points. That ain't going to get it done, and it's not going to get it done against a hot-ass Bronco team coming in. If we look at on the offense, looking on the offense at Bo Nix, he's having a great year. 2,972 yards, just lighting it up on the field right now. He's coming in hot. Like I said, the Broncos are 9-5. They're second. They're outside looking in, but they're definitely heading to the playoffs with a win. They win tonight, they clinch a spot. It's said and done, and then you could just wipe your brow for the last 2 games. Fantastic matchup. Denver's defense is coming in, I believe, ranked overall number 8 in the league this year. So the 8th place defense coming in on a sour Charger team, no running game, and even the passing game's a little bit suspect. And we know people could put points on them. So I'm looking for Denver tonight. You already know we got them in the picks. Yeah, but just you got Javonte Williams. He's the power run right now for Denver. 130 attempts at 461. He's been in the end zone 4 times. And of course, Cortland Sutton, who's having a great year, he'll be over 1,000. I mean, he could do it tonight with a big game. I mean, it's very possible you could see this cat go over 1,000 tonight. With a big game, 13.3 average is pretty damn stout, especially in this league. And he's seen the end zone 6 times, and he's only dropped 9 balls. So I don't get into targets. Targets is whatever. Too much involved in targets. I think it's overrated. It's like game-winning RBI. It's like, who knows? He's the first receiver, the second receiver, third. How do you know he was the target? I mean, I understand what that is. I understand, but not according to the game. Just take target, throw it out the fucking window. It doesn't make any difference. Really doesn't. You just put drops up against how many attempts. That's all. How many catches? How many did he drop? That's all. Done. Said and done. All right, moving on. As far as their offense goes, Denver is, they're definitely middle of the road, probably a little bit below average as far as the offense. 24th in yards, 23rd in pass yards, 20th in rush yards. 10th in points, though. I mean, they put points up, and they're 16th in third downs. And third downs have been an issue for a lot of teams this year, with the exception of Kansas City being just over 50%. But then you get to the Denver defense, where you're looking at their ninth in total yards. They're 16th against the pass, and Justin hasn't been in himself. So, again, we're still leaning towards Denver in this one. Rush yards, fifth. They haven't given up. They're 98.6 a game, so under 100. That's pretty stout. And they're tied for first um, with the Chargers here, 17.6 a game. So they're first. So these two teams are tied in defense as far as giving up points. But something's got to break. Obviously, it's physics. Third down, they're 11th. They've been, I guess, they're both 500 on the road. They're 4-3, so they're not afraid to play on the road. San Diego, like I said, struggling a lot on offense, struggling on defense coming in. They're going flat at the wrong time. This ain't the time. The AFC wild card is, again, just like the NFC, man. Everything's teetering on the edge right now. So, on defense, you got Brandon Jones, who has 63 tackles. Nick Bonito, who's having a lights out season at defense. He has 11.5 sacks. And you got Pat Surtain, the second, with 4 interceptions. So the defense is even looking good. As far as the defense for San Diego, you got Henley with 75 tackles. Whatever, man, with these names. Tooley with 7.5 sacks and still with 4 interceptions. So all those numbers, they're pretty low there, compared to what we got. Interceptions is even, but they definitely got the edge in the sacks. Behind Benito is Cooper with 8, and behind Tooley is Dupree with 5. So it falls off. Give the edge to the defense is definitely the Broncos. So there ain't too much more to say about that. Justin, like I said, he's having an all right year. Not one of his better years. 255 for 399, 2,959 yards, 16 touchdowns, very low for him. 2 interceptions. I mean, he ain't turning it over. He's not turning it over, and he's got a 97.5 rating. Gus Edwards has picked up the rock, man. 87 attempts for 297. He's going to be the workhorse with Dobbs out, and 297, 341, 2 times in the end zone, no fumbles. That's pretty good. And Ladd McConkey's on fire. Let's just hope he can stay healthy for the rest of the year to see what this kid got. He could go over 1,000 tonight. He's got 873 yards. So a big game for him. He's got 63. So this is a hell of a battle between these two wide receivers for sure. Definitely something to look for tonight. 13.8 average, and he's seen the end zone 5 times, and he has 4 drops. Their offense is 28th in total yards. The offense is 25th in passing yards. They're tied for 22nd in rush yards. They're 20th in points with 21. They're averaging 21, and their third down percentage is 37.1, which is I think 16th in the league. I think it's up there. I forgot to write it down, but you can look for it up there. As far as defense goes, total yards, 350.8 a game. They're 14th. Passing yards, 211.6. They're 10th. Rush yards, they're 125.1 for 19th. Points, like I said, they're tied for points. First place with Denver at 17.6 a game. So, again, something's got to break that way. That's, I think, why we took the over. Third down percentage, 37 flat for 12th. At home, they're 4-3. Away, they're 4-3. So they can't make up their mind, and it makes no difference where they play. They either win or lose. Division, they're 2-2. The conference, they're 5-4, and they lost their last 2 games. So as I look, they're still in commercial coming up. Like I said, we're going to wait till after the game, and when we come back, we're going to do our NFL top 5 all-time tight ends, and our spotlight player is Spider Lockhart. And we're also going to do a pregame with that show. So we're going to be live. We're going to be on the air for a minute. We're going to preview the Texans and Chiefs and the Steelers and Ravens on Saturday. And then, yeah, so stay tuned, man. Come back a little bit. Come back in a little while. Enjoy the game tonight. Uh, Again, thank you for showing up, getting the comments, man. Leave your comments. Let us know how we're doing for our pre games. Let us know about your picks. We took Denver tonight. I know we got Denver, and yeah, enjoy the game. Total playoff implications. Pretty much, Denver wins. They're in. Chargers lose. It's going to be rough. So until next time, when you come up to the third floor, which is going to be in a couple hours right after the game, with our NFL top 5 all-time tight ends, Spider Lockhart on our spotlight, and we're going to preview the games on Saturday. So before you return or while you're gone and coming back to the third floor, always remember to bowl up, to bong up, and then beam on up to the third floor. And we'll be here hanging out in space and time just waiting on you. Peace. Peace.